This is Wild Chronicles. I'm Boyd Matson. Lumbini, Nepal is sacred ground. It was here that Maya Devi gave birth to the Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, 2,500 years ago. Buddhist literature is filled with references to Lumbini's natural beauty and incredible wildlife.
It was famous. There were many birds and animals you could see here in those days. Even today we can see some birds which come from Mongolia, Russia, Siberia.
But particularly beloved by Buddha was the Saras crane. These birds roamed Nepal in large numbers centuries ago, and it is said that the Buddha battled to stop his cousin from hunting the giant cranes. It's easy to see why the Saras is so beloved. Mature cranes are nearly 5 feet tall, making them the tallest flying birds in the world. These graceful giants also mate for life, which adds to their mystique. But Buddha's beloved cranes have been hunted to the brink of extinction. Half a century ago, there were more than 20,000 Saras cranes in Nepal. Today, estimates suggest there might be only 200 left. Rahindra Suwal, an independent conservationist who has been working with the cranes in Nepal since 1988, believes their relationship with Buddha could be the key to saving them. So Rahindra is in Lumbini, the birthplace of Buddha, preaching sermons with a dash of science. It's an innovative awareness campaign.
Basically, Buddhism supports a lot of conservation philosophy or conservation messages, and we try to capitalize on this sort of message too, to promote crane conservation in Nepal.
This area was once one of the largest marshy grasslands in Asia. Farms, crops, villages, roads, even highways crisscross the crane's home territory. Organizations like the International Crane Foundation, the Asian Crane Congress, and the Lumbini Development Trust have joined hands to set up the Lumbini Crane Sanctuary. One of the biggest challenges they face is the fact that this is incredibly fertile ground. In order to get 2 or 3 crops per year, farmers pump their fields with fertilizers and pesticides, and the cranes frequently die from the resulting toxic brood.
Cranes are dying because after eating this treated weeds, they lose their appetite, and they could stay in one place for a day or two and drop dead.
Suwal and his team roam the surrounding villages. They encourage village leaders to educate their community and teach them to protect natural bodies of water. Small loans are given to develop fisheries and to create alternative water sources, like tanks for harvesting rain. Here at the Padharia village, the local tank has begun to provide a rich harvest of small fish for the community. These small ponds and lakes provide protein to the poor and give the cranes a perch for building their nests. Since there are hardly any forests around, most nests are in the midst of the paddy fields. The cranes forage actively in the fields, while the flightless chicks, unfortunately, are growing up surrounded by humans.
Very innocently or not knowingly, people want to capture the chicks and keep it as a pet in the houses.
The awareness campaign has begun to have an impact. This local farmer has a pair of cranes in his field this harvest season, but he has decided to be a patient host.
They are eating the grains, and it's a big loss. But these birds are the ancient kings of this land, so I can't tell them to go.
Rahindra is happy to count 3 new nests this season. It's a slow but definite sign of revival. The 12 Saurus crane pairs that have been sighted this year at the Lumbini Crane Sanctuary are the last hope for a fresh population to grow. Rahindra hopes that the kindness and compassion of the locals, qualities that the Buddha was once known for, will help the crane to survive and thrive in this sacred land.
Check for Wild Chronicles on your local PBS station.
Sponsored by National Geographic Mission Programs, taking science and exploration into the new millennium.
For the best subscription offers to any National Geographic magazine, log on to nationalgeographic.com/magazines.